I was very naive. I was very closed off. I was closed-minded. I was just different. I was very like low vibrational, right? So that attracted a lot of different people, a lot of different situations that I found myself in. All my friends that I called my so-called friends, they all smoked. They were all drinkers. We united because of a commonality, right? Which was smoking. It's easier to smoke with people because you're just chilling. You're just, you're not doing much, right? And I smoked for a lot of reasons, like I wanted to numb myself. I wanted to numb my feelings. I ran away from a lot of my problems. Instead of confronting my problems, I ran away from them. So I left them on the back burner. They just kept piling up. I always loved going out. I wanted to hang out with my friends. Mind you, a lot of my friends were smokers, so it was always easier to find somebody to hang out with and find something to do, right? Or find a time to smoke. So I wasn't very proactive. I wasn't very productive. I wasn't any of that stuff. So mind you, I'm painting you a picture of the type of person that I used to be. There's an incident that happened to me that, it really got me questioning a lot. I'm like, okay, well, if I like trying new things, why don't I just stop smoking, right? And get my shit together, like get my mind right, and just go from there. So I started sobering up, and little by little, I started seeing like my mindset shift. And I started, again, like in the very beginning, it's almost like you go through like a withdrawal, right? Where like everything is going to shit, everything around you feels like that. At least that was my experience, where I wanted to clean myself up, and I had negative thoughts, right? Like those intrusive thoughts that I put on the back burner, situations that started rising up because I didn't take care of them in time. And it was just like a lot of things that were hitting me left and right, but I hung in there, okay? Because again, like I said, I hit a breaking point where it wasn't giving me personal satisfaction. So I'm like, let me continue this sober life and see where it goes. And another thing that I forgot to mention is that I didn't sleep like a baby like a lot of people do. I got more insomnia, and I enjoyed eating to a certain extent, but I got more, like the anxiety got the best of me to where I could no longer sit still. Like I didn't want to just chill like a lot of people are just there relaxing. Like no, I wanted to go out and do something else. Like I wanted to be active for whatever reason, right? Like it wasn't hitting me in the way that it was hitting the rest of the people. They seemed like chill. They seemed like, they had like they got their purpose, right, of why they smoked. And me, I'm over here like, why am I suffering like this? Like it's just like I don't find it pleasing. I don't find it relaxing. It's not doing what it's supposed to do, right? But again, this is a unique experience for everybody. So everybody is always going to be in a different journey, right? Like we shouldn't look at other situations and say, well, this happened to them, like it's gonna happen to me too. Like no, everything that we do, it's an individual journey, no matter what we go through, okay? 10 people, 20 people, 100 people can do the same thing, but they can all have different outcomes. This is where I want you to reflect on. This is where I want you to bring your awareness to. Just because I used to drink a lot too, and just because I got called a number of times that I was an alcoholic doesn't mean that I see myself as an alcoholic. Like you need to be very careful how you choose to wear these labels, because this is where a lot of beliefs and everything else comes into play, and I was never that person. I still don't consider myself a smoker, but the past is done. To me, I don't look back on the past unless like I'm sharing, certain insight that might benefit you guys. But other than that, it's like people dwell on the past. It's like, dude, the past already happened. There's nothing that you can do. You know what I mean? So all there is the present, and how do we move forward? That's why you have to be very careful, and the type of people that you surround yourself with, because I guarantee you that there's always going to be one friend that does additional things, and this is how you get introduced to other things, and then before you know it, it's like your life is going down a completely different path than you anticipated. You know what I mean? So you have to be mindful first and foremost on the things that you consume in your body. Like right now, if I can really express like what your life can look like, I no longer smoke, I hardly drink, I take care of myself. I'm 35. A lot of people think I'm in like my early 20s. You know what I mean? Like I'm aging like fine wine, if you want to call it that. Like I go to the gym, I drink a lot more water, I hardly drink soda, if any. Like I eat healthy, you know. I don't eat fast food, but it's like, you know, I eat like a lot of carbs. So it's just like what's working for me is working for me. You might have a different situation. You might not want to work out, but you stop smoking, and that's okay. We're in different journeys. This is an individual journey, but figure out why you're doing the things that you're doing. Hopefully you're not doing it for all the wrong reasons, right? Like to calm your anxiety or your sadness. A lot of people mistake sadness for anxiety. It's like, no, sadness, it could be temporary. That shit can last a day, it can last a few weeks, it can last a few months, but it's not forever. The same thing is for anxiety. There's so many things that you can do by just having that mental strength, literally.